CFR Network, CFR News, political fronts across the pond, as they say. Presidential elections taking place. As we know, it's a flawed system. Right versus left paradigm. One bird, two wings. Interesting game of mind manipulation and politics a few years back. And I think there was multiple attempts of impeachments and investigation in regards to Donald Trump. Now, House of Republicans open investigation against President Biden, who many call into question whether indeed he is compos mentis. Is he even fit to hold the role of the president of the quote unquote most powerful nation on this plane of existence? Before he even came into power, there was questions in regards to Hunter Biden and his exploits over in Europe, and also his, should we say alleged, even though there's loads of footage of him clearly doing like illicit drugs. I mean, this is all absolutely crazy. It's a movie. That's what it is. It's a movie. Let's see.
Now the Republicans have secured majority of the House come January. Part of the GOP's commitment to America calls for investigations. And today, House Republicans announced that they are opening a probe to determine the extent of President Biden's involvement in his son Hunter's business dealings. Capitol Hill correspondent Eric Rosales reports. Eric?
Well, good evening, Tracy. Republicans on the House Oversight and Reform Committee, led by Congressman James Comer, say that they've already gathered incriminating evidence such as wire fraud, money laundering, and even tax evasion, not by Hunter Biden himself, but also by his father, Joe Biden, when he served as Vice President of the United States.
We also found plans based in the United States where the Biden family swindled investors of hundreds of thousands of dollars, all with Joe Biden's participation and knowledge.
Citing Justice Department whistleblowers, Congressman James Comer alleges that President Joe Biden may be compromised due to his involvement in overseas business dealings alongside his son Hunter.
As part of our investigation, we have evidence that the finances, credit cards, and bank accounts of Hunter and Joe Biden were commingled, if not shared. And on some accounts, at least, red flags were raised by banks to the account owner or owners indicating suspicious or illegal activity.
Republicans say that they're concentrating on Joe Biden himself, but say they're running into opposition from the Treasury and Justice Department for Biden's family business records.
We've had over 14 whistleblowers come talk to us. Every single one has said at the highest levels of the Justice Department here in D.C., the Washington field office and the Justice Department here in D.C., that is where the politics are involved. That is where the political decisions are being made. We have a concern with that. That's what we're focused on.
Republicans vow Americans need to know the truth. Meanwhile, a major announcement by self-professed Catholic House Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
I will not seek re-election to Democratic leadership in the next Congress. For me, the hours come for a new generation to lead the Democratic caucus that I so deeply respect.
And let's not forget, her husband was allegedly attacked at their high security home by a stranger. Yeah, a stranger, but according to the 911 call, the stranger must have either presented some kind of identification or told Pelosi's husband who he was, because there was mentions of names. He had a hammer, was assault. It was, again, the theater of it all. You don't need to rent movies and stuff. I mean, this is I don't even know what to say. This is becoming more and more um, blatantly obvious.
Also tonight, we want to give you an update on the Same-Sex Marriage Act. It's one step closer to becoming law. Yesterday, a dozen Republican senators actually joined 50 Democrats, and they advanced it. Now, the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops has issued a statement about it, and they are defending marriage as, quote, a lifelong exclusive union between one man and one woman. And they are
Isn't the Constitution and the whole basis of marriage based upon the Bible? That's a bit zany, isn't it? Or did man just come up with an idea of marriage? Man definitely came up in regards to the pomp and ceremony around it and the traditions relating to marriage, but as stated, male and female, times have changed clearly. Um, and there's ways because ultimately marriage is a contract. It's a outside of the spiritual elements of it, it's a means of two people coming together and in the time of potential, oh no, let's use the final. In the times of death, that other person is then, the surviving partner, using that word, um, male or female, husband or wife, has a legal or has legal control over the household. Without that piece of paper, you are indeed common law husband and wife. So marriage itself affords one, you know, the ability to maintain what was created potentially together. Now, there's options for people who aren't male and female to do that. What is this big push to have marriage recognized within a religious, spiritual institution? It's again a challenge, a more challenging. Um, I mean, what are we going to do? Are we going to have people saying they don't want to have the mixture of nitrogen and oxygen? They want to breathe something else. Is that their right to do that? If they can find out a way to survive without that concoction that we all have to utilize to stay alive, then by all means, I guess everyone has a choice. But we're going too far with all this stuff.
urging lawmakers to vote against it. The final vote is expected sometime after Thanksgiving. At the Capitol, Eric Rosales, EWTN News Nightly.
Mm. EWTN, the only video I can see about this. House of Republicans open investigation against Biden. Pelosi also, she's not seeking re-election. Hmm? What's going on? Give me your thoughts of the this situation.